Megan. No.
Hi, welcome to the Megan and Arnold show.
Okay,
actually, we have a puppy dog here with us.
Yeah, puppy dog. Say hi, puppy dog. You want to say hi?
Woof.
Anyway, right now we're sitting next to Laurie, and Laurie came from where?
I'm from Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and I asked her if you want to do a YouTube. She just started raw food maybe a couple months ago.
A couple months ago.
And she said there's been a tremendous difference. So I said, do you mind sharing with the millions of fans out there? She said, I would love to.
Tell us.
Tell us. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Oh, good. I'm excited.
And it's good to be here. This is my first visit, and it's an incredible place in terms of energy and food and people. And that's probably the same description I would use for the journey of being raw for 2 months. And I told Arnold that I didn't really seek this out. It kind of grabbed me.
An armor lady.
It just swooped me right up, my whole body, I think.
Is that right?
How did you hear about it?
Well, I have a yoga instructor who was going to take a raw foods immersion 40-day detox, and she was encouraging me to do it. But at the time, I was still eating meat, processed foods. I have a 11 and 14-year-olds, so I have potato chips, and I liked fruits and vegetables, and ate balanced in many ways, but I wasn't anything close to even a vegetarian, let alone somebody who went raw. And so my purpose was to try it with the understanding that actually I didn't believe that I could even do it, but that to whatever extent I was able to do it, I would come out of the 40 days.
You did 40 days?
Yes.
Wow, that's serious.
It was an extreme detox to do that, to eliminate dairy, all processed foods, alcohol, caffeine,
That's
all
a good
meats.
test. That's a good amount to
Yes.
test it.
Yes,
Wow.
and actually it was quite a powerful roller coaster for
Wow.
that reason, but in a good way. I had days of feeling just very, very euphoric and empowered, fascinated, and then I had times of just kind of really crashing and thinking,
Depression?
I can't eat any more lettuce, I can't,
Right.
I can't do
I've
this
had
anymore.
It. Right, I've had it, right.
And I fluctuated like that, and probably at about the 5th week or so,
5 weeks? Oh my gosh.
when I finished the actual course, I started stabilizing, I would say, and made a decision that I would continue this. And it's like a doorway that once you walk through, for me, there was no way to turn around and go back. There's just no going back.
How about your kids? How do you feel about this?
They're
Are you still have potato chips in the house?
I do. I mean, but they taste my smoothies.
Right.
They sample things, and I've learned I don't encourage them. They just come to me and ask when they see something that looks interesting, and that kind of openness, I think,
You make a green smoothie?
supports. Yes.
You make banana whips?
I don't make banana whips, but I make fruit smoothies,
Okay.
and I'm
You
creative
get
with them.
for breakfast? Like on the way out the door?
My one son likes smoothies. My other son tends to like some of the things like chili, some of the more interesting dishes. So they're real different as they are in every other way. And I've also found that I've experienced profound changes, emotionally, being more open, spiritually, tremendous.
What some changes look like? Physical changes.
How long did it take before you noticed? Like how many days did you say?
I'd say, the detox was gradual, with first eliminating desserts and snacks, and then gradually breakfast, unless it was raw, and then lunch. It probably wasn't until 3/4 of the way through that, close to 30 days, that I started to notice changes. First, and I think this is how raw food diet works, first superficially in terms of skin and complexion, and then from there, for me, it moved internally. And as much as my skin changed in terms of being clearer, that's as much as things shifted for me emotionally and spiritually, in terms of getting that kind of clarity.
So you believe every moment is a blessed moment now?
Absolutely. Absolutely. More presence. More presence with people.
More presence.
And I'm somebody who's always, and I still am to some extent, very busy and rushed. It's helped me to slow that down.
Yeah, I definitely feel like being raw helps you cope with like situations that would normally raise anxiety.
It would.
Yes,
A lot
and
of stress.
seeing new solutions.
way-
Looking at things in a novel way.
Yeah, being way more
Now, this is my
creative.
benefit. What can I learn from this experience? That's what I said. How's this my benefit? What kind of experience?
Everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason. This is my blessing. Thank you. Thank you. That's the same way disease works the same way. People don't understand it. I mean, when someone has arthritis, actually it's the body's way of dealing with all these toxins that's trying to push out to your hands. Same thing with breast cancer. The body takes all these toxins and encapsulates it. You live the cause, the body helps you in the body will go to that tumor and dissolve.
So what would you say to somebody who is thinking of doing a 40 days
That's extreme.
raw?
I would.
40 days raw. Now, so it's a program, 40-day raw program.
Yes. So by the 40th day, you're completely raw.
Wow.
For
Oh,
me,
okay, transition.
it
transition
does
raw.
involve a transition.
Okay.
And
Is this
for
a class?
yes,
Wow.
it's a wonderful person. Can I like to say
Yeah,
this?
sure.
This is Jessica from Flip Dog Yoga, Flip Dog Yoga Studio in Lahaska, Pennsylvania, who offered the course.
She put a 40-day program for her students.
Yes, and actually she went through it with us, and it was her
Wow.
first full immersion in raw
Wow,
foods
wow,
also,
wow.
and she loved it. And my original introduction was my friend Val,
Oh,
who
hi.
was a real pioneer to do
Right.
this, 5 years ago,
Right.
when no one else did. And I was fascinated at watching her process was powerful, but for some reason it didn't stick, and I think that had to do with where I was, and for this reason,
I like the
at
idea of
this time
40-day
it
raw
worked.
program.
Well, you were kind of doing that this
I'm
6
trying to do
weeks.
that too.
But yours is more about like going raw and sticking to raw, but
Right.
maybe there should be another program created just for transitioning,
Right.
which you kind of help people do too.
Yeah.
Arnold does that as well,
Okay.
does transition raw classes,
December 6th.
programs.
And I would say for anyone who's contemplating it, to definitely go for it, and if you have the support of people who are helping you transition and giving you recipes, I just found that I don't think personally I could have done it alone.
Where do you get your recipes from?
Well, some came from the actual 40-day course, but then I went to the library and I started to take out books and started to play. There was just a week period of time. It was really tough because I didn't have the knowledge or skills to learn how to prepare food differently raw,
Right.
and it was just hard to get enough to eat. But then everything opens up.
There's a lot of
Oh yes, and I found one of the books here, actually, at Arnold's that I'd taken out in the
Oh.
library.
Which one's that?
That is Annie's, A-N-I.
Oh, Annie
Annie.
Files.
Annie Fiao.
Yes, and
Oh, yeah.
it's here, so I bought it because
She
it's
is
been
a
a
great
great
book.
book to
Is it a great
experiment
book?
with.
Great book. Yeah. And there's a plethora of
That's
raw
the second time I
knowledge
used the word. Second time I heard that word today.
on
Plethora, wow.
online.
Word of the day.
And Arnold has tons and tons
Right.
of raw prep books and raw information.
So about
and
December
lifestyle.
16th.
We are going to have an event on December 6th from 12 noon until 10 p.m. There's going to be raw food prep demos. There's going to be yoga
All day
demos.
raw food prep down.
There's going to be different health lectures, health vendors. What else?
We only
What
got 40
else?
tickets left.
Oh, we're going to have a special food prepared by Michelle that'll only be served that day. There won't be anything from the menu. We'll be doing just swips and smoothies and
Dancing at night.
yeah, we're gonna have a transparent
That's
dance. What?
Yeah, dancing.
Yeah.
And we also made careful make dance for us. If you want. Okay. Anything else?
Wonderful.
Anything else? Time's up.
Okay.
You always give each other hugs? Yeah.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Thank
Hey,
you.
bye. Thanks a lot. December 6th, 40 tickets left. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for doing that.
My arm was like, no, wrap any minute. That was almost like 10 minutes.
Interrupting your food, I'm sorry.
Thank you for doing the video.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.